All right. Hello, Nicholas. You are first. And I am live. I was not expecting to do an extreme stream today, but here we are. Extreme stream. Good morning. Wait a minute. Wait, that's for the power hour. Good evening. Daniel Cardova, that's right. Yeah, after some of you guys are going for the power hour for so long, I don't even know the nicknames and the names anymore. Good morning, everybody. Are too late for XRP? Yes and no, Bennett. It depends how much you want to hawk the chart. Short answer is no. Long answer is maybe. That's kind of why I'm doing the extreme stream here. It's a little late. It's 10:50 in Arizona. My old man ass is usually asleep by now. So I'm not quite sure how long it'll go for. About very, very, very intriguing market action. I mean, XRP just on fire again, and so far not stopping. They're actually stagnating up here, giving people an opportunity to sell, but they so far no selling pressure. What's up, R. Pete? Ian? Hello, Ian. Are you on the stream? You said thanks for the stream in Slack, but I don't see you in the chat. You say I picked a perfect day to catch a head cold and stay home from work. Ian, it's not called a head cold. It's called COVID. Okay, they changed the name, so you're good to go. Thoughts on XMR, Michael? XMR, it's a laggard right now. It's not really doing too much now. Okay, so it has broken our channel a little bit. Volume's okay. XMR has actually already been in a very long, expansive run, running on its own from our 96, 98 all the way up to almost 150 bucks, 147 bucks. So it's already had a pretty substantial run, especially for XMR. So I really wouldn't be expecting a ton from XMR. But with the market in the state that it is, I mean, we said about a week ago in the power hour that everything was going to run. It's actually kind of, maybe it wasn't a week ago, but maybe it was about 4 or 5 days ago. I said, guys, looks like everything's going to run. And then, oh, what's up, Ian? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Hey, they got some cool little pair bowing icons. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate that, buddy. But yeah, so we mentioned the power hour a few days ago that everything was going to run, and then the very next day was when everything started to run. I didn't think it would happen that quick, but it kind of did. So that was pretty cool. Ajay, what's up? What is happening with Neo? No one talking about Ether Killer. Well, I don't know if Neo's an Ether Killer. The price is doing pretty good right there. We had an alert at 16,725. And for a nice reversal, even a cup and handle right there, it's been doing pretty good. Neo is a coin that lately, I mean, it's done well. Don't get me wrong, it's done well, but it just, I don't know. For some reason, it just doesn't. It doesn't like trade extreme. It doesn't trade extremely well, but it trends well. It trends well. It doesn't trade well though. XRP topping, not yet. Not yet. Just stay with it. I'm doing this to kind of hopefully I can tell you guys when to sell if it's going to sell. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys. 3 likes, 32 people on the stream. If you guys would please hit that like button, I would appreciate it. That would be amazing. Or if you just want to throw 10 bucks my way like Ian, that would also be great. But no, a like would be fantastic. I would appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. We just wicked past 0.9 on what exchange? Not mine. I'm looking at Binance. It is not. All right. So on Coinbase, we did wick past 0.9. There we go. So that's on one. Okay. Coinbase has a history of wicking before other exchanges. It did this at Bitcoin 20,000 and went on to double top. So I guess we'll see what happens as we get up here. But wait a minute, that's ETH. I'm like, XRP 616 bucks. No, that's Ethereum. But so far not done. So far not done for XRP. There is definitely some profit taking up here, but they're still eating it, and we're still moving higher. So there you go. What are you saying right there? R. Pete, thoughts on BNB? Well, you know, did you watch the Power Hour the other day when we were talking about BNB? I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. Very powerful stuff coming out of BNB. So I don't have a price target or anything, you know me, but it's really doing awesome. Hey, what's up, Monkeytron? Yeah, no, just jumped on here. XRP doing extreme things means it's time for an extreme stream. How's my voice so calm? Well, I'm not going to make a year's salary. I actually don't have any XRP, as odd as that sounds. Um, yeah, I kind of missed it and then never jumped in. So it's going to be what it's going to be, guys. It's cool. I got I got tons of trades on my table, and Tesla's doing amazing. So I've loosely already kind of made my salary today in Tesla. So it's all good. I'm not bitter whatsoever. I don't really care. What about Tron? What about Tron? It is going crazy. A lot of things going crazy. Everything's kind of having their time up here. Litecoin had its go. ETH had a couple of days. XRP's had 3 or 4 days up 20%. Bitcoin Cash still waiting for that one to go. Yeah, Cardano going, which is amazing. Vortex, I don't do that garbage. That's garbage. I don't do that. I ain't doing that. I'm not playing that game. I'm too old in the crypto game for that. I ain't gonna fall. I'm not picking any of your targets for XRP. Don't. Yeah, see, everyone always talks about that like when it's popping, but no one talks, rarely talks about that when it's in a weird spot. But it's nonsensical in either direction. Tron. So Tron's doing pretty good. We had it at 0.029, not one I really follow. It's really been a laggard as of lately. I don't trade in laggards. The way that I deal with the markets is I look at things from a first mover perspective and from a leader or laggard perspective. So I really don't mess with the laggards. Tron's a laggard. Does the flare airdrop? I'm not sure about that, so I really have no idea. Hey, what's up, Pink Sheep? How you doing, buddy? Got in the trade at 30. Now just make sure I don't get too greedy. Help. Yeah, so, man, at 25. Yeah, there we go. XRP continuing. So we are getting a very high volume candle up here. No major sell signals as of yet. We did just see a big wick on Coinbase up to 92 cents on XRP, but not on the other exchanges quite yet. So definitely seeing a little bit of distribution right there, guys. I do have to say, no major sell signals, but we do have a little bit of distribution. And especially on Coinbase and even on Poloniex, lots of distribution, but not quite done yet. No major sell signals yet. We're still doing okay. Still doing okay. Batman, what's up, Batman? Bill Park, hello. Thanks for seeing here. If you guys are on the channel, hit that like button. That way YouTube will share the algorithm, or the YouTube algorithm will like the video. Do you think this bull run is going to outdo the run in 2017? Jay, I don't know about that. I'm not sure if it's going to outdo 2017. I'm not sure if you can outdo 2017. I mean, I guess you can, but it's really been a now we get some additional selling pressure stepping into XRP. Let's go over on the 15 minute. I don't quite want to go down to the 1 minute, but we are. Let's go to the 1 minute for a little bit. Okay, not too bad actually. It's not that bad. Not that bad. So XRP, finally a huge red candle on the 15 minute. Let's go full screen the 15 minute, because why the hell are we looking at the daily? All right, so 17%. Looks like XLM cratering too. So that is a very large volume candle. All right, there's our early entries, 27.30 cents. And holding it well. So far handling the selling pressure well. Ripple confirms Bank of America Ripple Net client. What? Where's that, Vortex? You're probably not in the Slack chat room. I don't recognize you, but if you can post a link of some kind, maybe I'll just Google that. That's amazing. Ripple confirms B of A client. This thing could, if that's true, this thing could go fucking bonkers. I'm looking on one of my other screens right now. 5 hours ago. Oh, that's 5 hours ago. That's 5 hours ago. So a little bit old news. Could be what's rocking this. So yeah, but it is like I said. Okay, so that 15-minute candle just closed. Very large selling candle, but look at it. It's still stoic. It's still hanging right up there. Um, Nothing doing here. So XLM looks like it's coming down a significant amount. So cup and handle on XLM here on the 15-minute, kind of coincidentally with XRP, but looks like it is not handling the selling pressure nearly as well. It could be just a not a coincidental run, but like a complementary run. They used to run all the time, XLM and XRP. They're actually built on the same platform, so even though they really don't do the same thing anymore. But all right, XRP. All right, are we getting additional selling pressure? So that is a lot more ominous on Coinbase with that being a red candle. No major exit signal though, but if you do want to start taking profits, I won't actually blame you on this one. Across to this trend line right here on similarly high volume, doesn't have to be as high, would definitely be the exit signal. So you're preempting the exit signal here a little bit on a topping candle with a little further downside action. But nothing broken yet. Nothing broken yet. If you want to hold with it, depending on how much you're up. I mean, if you're up the whatever it is, probably 200, 150% or whatever, you can give it a little bit of room. But if you're only up like 20, 30%, maybe you're a little bit more on edge right now. But handling it well so far. Doing pretty good. XLM not doing as good. ETH has dropped down. Bitcoin looks like it may try to undercut here on the 15-minute. So ETH, there's XRP. I really do want to stay with XRP, but it's good to take a look around to see what the rest of the market's doing. Litecoin, Cardano was at 16. 12 minutes left in a 15-minute candle. Not too bad. So tricky. These situations are a little tricky. You gotta have some nerves here, guys. Gotta have some steel nerves here. I'm gonna say nerves. Oh, now we're going. I guess the question is, are we going? Just had a nice little selling bout right there. Volume a little bit light though. Volume's not too bad. Okay, I think we just dropped again right there. I was looking at another screen. Coming to the trend line. All right, there we go, guys. That's probably going to do it for right now. Volume's a little bit light. We could bounce up through the trend line like this. It usually isn't the end of the world, but that is definitely not a good sign. Yeah, I don't like that. That's not very good, especially right after that. But we'll see if it's able to bounce. Sorry, someone asked me to look at another coin, but we're kind of looking at XLM at the moment. We'll poke at XTZ. We have bounced a little bit here. Like I mentioned, the volume isn't extravagant so far, so hopefully we'll be able to bounce back. But right now, that is definitely a potential exit signal. I can't blame you for exiting on one of these two candles. 10 minutes left. You can argue you're going to have two of these, so this is already setting up to be a huge volume candle. But we are bouncing back above the trend line, so that's not too bad. Let's take a look at that. Was it X? No, it wasn't XLM. XLM cup and handle look okay. No. It's a little bit broken right now. Volume's not too bad. It could try to bounce back. It's going to have to be a wick if it does. It's going to need to be a wick. You can't have a body close down there. And then it's XTZ, right? Yeah, XTZ Bill Park. Okay. Just making sure I'm getting that right. So XTZ not doing too much. We've not been a fan of XTZ. It's broken some alerts, but it really has been a non-starter. Still within a trend here, so this isn't necessarily a death candle for XTZ. If it goes 50% more volume, then you're not looking pretty good. But it's gonna have to probably break underneath this 263 right there. But I'm not really bullish on this to begin with. So all right, bouncing back. there's that lower volume on the sell-off kind of shaking some people out. But let's see how this candle closes. About 9 minutes left. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, XLM did take a bit of a dump right there, but so far we're not too far gone. It's not great though. It's not great. So links come down. Bitcoin Cash doing okay. Bitcoin Cash is one by XRP. Good question, Daniel. I don't know if I'd buy it right now. This is still a little bit early. So it's 750. We'll kind of see where we are at. Keep in mind, we're on a 15-minute candle, so 750. You would double that, and that would be your volume. So we could have two very, very good big red candles here. Breaking this, so it didn't break it that bad, and then bouncing back is good, but it's definitely a lot of selling pressure up here. At a minimum, this may at least cause another consolidation. At a minimum, we're not completely falling apart here yet. We just hit the trend line again. Not super good. Not super good right there. All right, 8 minutes left, and our volume's pretty heavy, so we should have over this previous candle's volume, at least in terms of just extrapolating it due to time. And so we did have a measured move here. The measured move has already been hit and exceeded. That is always anytime you hit a measured move like this and start to exceed it, you have to be looking for an exit point. That's always a prudent thing to do. Dimitri says 20 to 30% down is a must. I'm not sure if I'm in that camp, Dimitri. Not after a run like this. Runs like this end and usually just end. They usually don't bounce back. This is not a traditional run. You can have traditional runs and you can have, extraordinarily bullish runs, and those usually end quickly. And this appears to be so far one of those runs. We'll see what happens with this candle. So this definitely looking a little more ominous. We're kind of able to hold down here. I don't know about you guys, but even from here, I wouldn't want to hold down 20%. Get you down to the 61. We're at just under 70 cents right now, so that's a pretty decent exit. It's not screaming, but it's a pretty good exit. Like I said, at a minimum, you're looking at basing probably, if not a full blown, has to get out of it, just so it doesn't drop. But for me, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good exit. Now, if you look at the last time that you had a pretty good exit, look what happened. It went sideways for about a day and a half. So even if this thing doesn't completely fall apart, and you don't know what it's going to do right now, just like you don't know what it's going to do, over here with these big candles, right? You don't necessarily know this is going to go on and consolidate. So if you want to hold for a 20% pullback, that's fine if that's your prerogative. So 20% is down here. So that's fine. This one looks like it would have worked out. Yeah, that one would have worked out 20%. But at the same time, you never know if it's just going to fall apart. And where it's at right now and how it's breaking that line, I do not like that. So even, this basically would be an exit. This would be an exit for me. Yeah, right now, Wayne, yeah, you can stop your FOMO. I think you can stop it. Because what's going to happen, like I said, at a minimum, it's going to correct. At a minimum, it's going to correct. This thing bouncing back right now and going back into highs is extremely unlikely. Very, very unlikely. And then if it breaks this trend line, the trend, in my opinion, is basically all but done until you're going to go back and probably test less than, you're going to test 30, 40% at most. So yeah. So look, that's my take on the chart. If it goes and bounces back up, it's gonna. So let's play devil's advocate. Let's say I'm wrong, and let's say this thing does bounce back up, because welcome to crypto. I mean, it's weird shit happens. If it does bounce up, the volume is gonna have to be equal to this or greater than this. You're very unlikely. You're very unlikely to have this bounce back on lower volume. And if it does, it's not going to go very high. Let's say this does bounce back. Maybe it'll bounce up to maybe it'll get up to 90 cents or something, but it'll eventually fail on you. It'll eventually fail on you. That's usually what's going to happen in these circumstances. So that may be it. That may be it for XRP. That may be it. Well, Ian, yeah, that's why I jump on. Look, I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. A lot of people come on here and sound like they know everything. I don't know everything, but I know the signals that work for me fairly consistently, and this is a pretty consistent exit signal up at this level in this area right here from, obviously from this candle closing is a very bearish candle to this one going red or better than the 71 area, and you're not too far at 67. You're like another 5% away. So it's still not too bad. Yeah, so if we end up bouncing back up, that would be freaking amazing. But with these volumes, like I said, it's going to have a tremendous amount of volume. It's going to have a tremendous amount of volume to bounce back from this. We've seen it. It's rare. Maybe XRP can do it. I don't know. But the whole market did seem to take a discount right there. The whole thing, you got XLM down 21. So XLM basically almost undercut this entire pattern, unfortunately. I put this 1918 here. I didn't, for power hour members, I never alerted on 1918. It was just kind of a note for myself because that's my routine now because of the power hour. But coming all the way back to the bottom, this is now a channel. So best case scenario is that we're likely going into another consolidation on XLM and maybe some other ones. I mean, that would be pretty good. I think that would be pretty good right there. Yeah. So we actually just bounced back up. We got what, 2.5 minutes left to go. That's not too bad right there. But that is a significant amount of selling pressure. So this is how these rallies go. And I'm probably just going to end with this because it is late over here. I do have to get up. This is how these rallies go. You end up with your early buys. Your early buys down here, the buys that aren't so very clean. And then you have your accumulation phase. And look, there's always distribution. I mean, I hope everybody knows that there's always distribution in the charts, right? And then, but the thing is that distribution is eaten up the entire time. Couple consolidations. You have a selling event right here, which starts your base, okay? This starts your base right here. Like I said earlier, best case scenario, this just makes us into a base, a sideways action for the next however long it takes. So this base is, hey, what up, Cool Sheet? So this base is here, and look at the volume, very, very drastic volume, kind of similar to what we just went through. But the difference here is this is your first larger consolidation. And so then it consolidates, and then it breaks out. Remember I said earlier it has to have equal or higher volume. Well, you can argue this is fairly equal with this volume over here. And notice this tried to bounce back on lower volume. So the selling pressure was there, but the buying pressure was not equal to the selling pressure. So it can't get back up. That's the whole point to bases and sell-offs and runs, is there has to be more buying pressure than selling pressure. So look at this pressure up here that's happening. The pressure that's here is drastically higher than anything we've had. So here's your breakout on really good volume. You have an additional run, then you have additional follow through, and now you have a ton of selling pressure. So the question is there more buying pressure than selling pressure up at these levels? And when you get this type of selling pressure, like I just said a short time ago, you have to have additional buying pressure to match that selling pressure. And look, if the selling just stops and then you still have consistent buying pressure, this will reverse and continue higher. Okay, it's the physics of trading, if you will. It just is what it is, and but it's going to have to continue. So, all right, so that candle actually closed above the trend line, which is really freaking bullish. That's pretty crazy that it was even able to do that. And look at that. Remember what I said about a half hour in? Or about halfway through this candle, I said we should close just above that prior candle. That volume stayed the entire time. That was fairly consistent volume. That was actually amazing. I'm kind of shocked to see that that actually worked out like that. Sometimes if you see, so keep in mind this is a 15-minute candle, so about 8 minutes in we were a little bit above average, or a little bit above half that candle, and we closed a little bit above half. That was pretty amazing. That was quite amazing. I'm shocked it was able to do that. But even being able to do that, I mean, that is a, don't get me wrong, that is a gigantic wick on my volume aggregation tool. That went to the buyers. You can see right there. That's technically buying pressure on my volume aggregation tool. Let's go to the 1 minute real quick. Yep, see it flip to the sellers right there. Volume aggregation flip to the sellers. So definitely large distribution. And look right here, right at that top. Look what my volume aggregation tool does on the 1 minute time frame. It tops and starts declining. Now it's not the end all signal. Oh, and there, look at my trend line. Look at my trend line. Look at right where it stopped on this bounce up. And so what does that look like on the 1 minute time frame, ladies and gentlemen? What is it? Shout it out. All you people that haven't said anything or liked my video, say something, or like the video. But what is that right there? What does that look like? Yeah, but what else? What else, Ian? Yeah, rejection. Rejection of the trend line. Yeah, it's a low volume rise. You could call it a bull trap. You could call it a bull trap. So all the signals thus far are signaling this to being a top. Now again, could just end up being a consolidation, best case scenario. Oops. Yeah. Could just end up being a larger consolidation. I mean, if you're really lucky, volume gets very quiet over the next couple of hours, and then it's gonna rally back through. But the only thing that has done something like this and gone back through lately that I can remember is how did I wake you up, Dawn? Mute your damn phone. I shouldn't be waking you up. You should be sleeping. Well, should I lull you back to sleep, Dawn? Go back to sleep. It's okay. Shh. Randy ASMR. You dreamt about 19.2 Bitcoin. Don, you are too plugged in, my friend. You are way too plugged in. You are way too plugged in. Yeah, so if this is going to reverse, it's going to have to get really quiet. But if it does go up on lower volume, it's likely not to go higher. Oh yeah, what I was going to say earlier is one of the only coins that actually did something like this that was able to come back, which kind of shocked the crap out of me, which is going to happen, you know, is Lend. So Lend, let's go to the 2-hour time frame. Okay, so Lend right here. Now this one went on kind of for a substantial run. Lend up here actually had an exit signal right here on this day, this big red day. That was our exit signal for Lend, and this one kind of reversed very non-standard, in a very non-standard fashion, in a very non-standard. Now it did go on to have a great run. I mean, that was a good run, 87-90%. One of the few that actually goes on to have an exit signal and actually run on lower volume. This actually kind of broke out on lower volume, had a great volume day here, but that wasn't really a breakout day, and then just continued. Then had a bonkers volume day well after, and then topped out, then double topped and rolled over. And anyway, large head and shoulders on this one. But so it's so let me do something real quick before I bail. Let me look at. Yeah, that's just nonsensical. Wait a minute. What? Oh, tab. Here we go. All right, so let's look. Let me delete a bunch of stuff. Wow, my two-hour time frame doesn't look bad. I wanted to look at different time frames. This does not look that bad. This actually doesn't look that bad. On the 2 hour. On the 15 minute, that is well, wow, that's pretty amazing on the 2 hour. Let's look at the 1 hour. Whoops. Hey, what's up, Jay? Nah, I never did. Nah, I got it, and then I just I don't know. XRP always rubs me the wrong way. It's always hard to trade, except for the big runs. Of course, I really can't complain because the last big run XRP had, those of you that were in the Slack chat room at the time know about that trade. Um, we went, okay, we made so much on the XRP trade. Me and I forget who else it was. Was it True? I think it was True. Me and True from the Slack chat room, we both like leveraged the shit out of ourselves on XRP, and we made so much money. Yeah, see, it was True, Monkeytron. We made so much money, BitMEX liquidated us. We liquidated while going long. I didn't even know that was possible, but anyway, that was ridiculous. You got in at 72 USD. Thoughts on Litecoin? Um, so we actually have talked about Litecoin, not during this stream. It's been a little stagnant the past little bit, but I really, really like Litecoin longer term. All right, so anyway, let's get back to XRP here. So on the 15 minute, that is definitely a fairly clear exit signal. It's hard to say it's not, but um, that being said, yeah, it's actually handling it pretty good. My problem is I don't live on the 15 minute. I live on the 2 hour. This is the chart that I live on, and this one actually isn't too bad, holding that intermediate term trend line right there. Maybe it's not as done as I thought. Maybe. Huh? Could be. Yeah, Ian. 15 is about it's the lowest I like to go. I'll go to the 1 minute, but I don't really like it. Um, but I'll go to the 1 minute. So that definitely, even right there, even on that one, it got supported. So yeah, maybe this is one of those tricky candles, but that is a lot of volume. That's a lot of volume. Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't buy this right here. It's too high. When we started the stream over here, it didn't have an exit signal, and then now we have an exit signal. Do you have to walk away and never look at the trade again? No. No, you don't have to do that, but it's going to take a while to wear off the selling pressure. Like we said, at a minimum, this is going to cause a consolidation of sorts. So let's see. This one dropped about 19%. That one guy here said 20% earlier. This one just dropped 19%. Very similar drop. We just mentioned if this continues on, it's going to have to be on increasing volume, and it will. It will have to rise on increasing volume. But maybe we're just doing another consolidation, and we're not quite done yet. So you can see here this same candle had right here this very similar exit signal, very similar leg up, exited, and then went sideways, and your breakout point was actually right about where your exit signal was. So maybe it will go sideways. Yeah, it's not falling apart here, so that's a little bit good. Yeah, I can't say that it's yeah. And that's how it goes in real time, guys. I mean, that's how it goes in real time. So again, I'm not jumping back on the ship here. Even if I sold on there, I'm not immediately jumping right back. I would definitely wait for a little more consolidation, and a little more time. But other than that, as long as it goes sideways, I don't think it's actually handled that really well. Bounced back significantly, and no subsequent follow through on the selling pressure. Yeah, we sold off, we bounced back, and so far we're holding okay. So not too bad. Okay, not too bad. Um, JEC bot. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, buddy, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of streamers that some interact with chat a little bit, some don't. I don't understand when you don't. I don't get it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're just too into themselves. I have no idea, but I always try to answer as many questions as I can. Someone mentioned. Oh yeah, you also mentioned Litecoin. No, I think Litecoin's great, and the bigger picture. We've got Litecoin going much, much higher. Got a lot of action going on there. Switch to the daily time frame. There we go. So switching to the daily on Litecoin, I mean it's really been it's been great. We had an early alert at 5168 for the alerts in the power hour, and it's just been working very, very nicely, very, very nicely. What's up, Gustav? YFI. YFI is okay. The DeFis have gone back and forth lately, so it's yeah. I mean, technically, technically it's not bad. I'm not sure if it was on the newsletter today. Yeah, BNB. I think BNB is really good. We talked about this in length in the Power Hour the other day, and this is looking very good longer term. Bigger picture, you could see. I think you could see $100 BNB. Now, granted, I just pulled that number completely out of my butt. It's by no means a measured move target or anything like that, but it is definitely due a large run from what it appears, at least on the technicals over here. I just said, Shaw, I pulled that number out of my butt. Relax. Relax. I've got a log chart, so all these high numbers are close. But, I mean, look, BNB is known for some huge runs. So, yeah, I completely pulled that out of my butt. It was just a big round number that I chose. 50 seemed a little bit too small, and then 100 popped into my head. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly. Actually, if you draw a trend line like this, you could maybe try to infer a target of maybe 70. That would be at least a logical inference. My 100, like I said, was really just pulling a number out of my butt. But that would be a logical inference, and actually you probably could. Looks like, yeah, that's not going to work out. Looks like there is some type of symmetry to this. So maybe it could get up here towards the 60, 70 level. That's not too bad. Wouldn't be the 100, but I mean that's still really good from 30 to 60 for BNB, which has been pretty stagnant here lately. There's actually a lot of nice work here going on, but BNB's the whole market's looking really good. We're after capitulation here, it's been just gangbusters, and everything is just setup after setup, and a couple of little oh, thanks, Shaw, appreciate that, buddy. I forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, BNB looks pretty good. I do like this longer term. I thought about it. It just started breaking out with this whole thing that's been going on today. Even on the daily time frame, looks like we're selling off a little bit. But BNB is one of those coins. So BNB, XMR. I can't think of other ones off the top of my head, but there's a lot of coins. Neo would be another one that doesn't trade very well, likes to wick you out of stops and just get you out of your position, but trends very well, tends to just go. So that's pretty interesting. Someone said something about buying Bitcoin. Any reason not to pick up a Bitcoin long? No. I don't think there's a reason to not pick up a Bitcoin long, unless you're going to be fairly active and you're comfortable trading alts, and then you'll likely make more gains in alts than you will in BTC. I would assume that would be the only reason. You have to keep in mind, guys, when we get these major bull runs like this, Bitcoin is usually not in the top performing coins. That's by percentage. Usually EOS, XM, all these guys will outperform. XMR may not outperform, but all these smaller altcoins will generally do better, especially the leaders like ETH, Litecoin, used to be Bitcoin Cash. Hopefully that will continue. XRP's already outperformed BTC with its recent run, and so hopefully a lot of those will continue. Cardano, yeah, Cardano's been doing really good. So we had some early alerts at 105.48, but that was a very early alert, and then a more traditional at 11.383, and so yeah, this just ran really, really nicely. We discussed this coming back. It came back a lot faster than I thought it would come back, and we did look. Yeah, we're over this high. We're through a lot of resistance here on Cardano. Man, I actually talked about Cardano in my public video earlier, and look at that. It already rallied through that high, so no resistance right there. That's pretty good. That's pretty amazing. Dragon chain going 100x? I do not remember that. Good to invest in Dogecoins? I guess if you're a bit of a gambler, you can give it a go, but it's not for me. I invest in the top 20 quality cryptos. I'll jump down to a lower rank crypto if I see something extraordinary, but other than that, I really try to stick with the top ones that are liquid, so my positions are safe. I try to stay in top exchanges, and just pretty safe trading practices. You can do really well by trading the top 20 in good exchanges. You don't have to trade some garbage coin. We've had a lot of tremendous runs, just go and go and go on a lot of these coins. All right, guys, I'm gonna send it back over here to XRP, and here we go with additional selling pressure at XRP. There you go, 3 very big selling candles. Looks like we are continuing to go down. So like I said, exit signals on the 15-minute. At best, this is going to form a consolidation. At worst, this is going to fall apart. And it's going to be what it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. And you can just do what you're going to do. And nothing else to it. There's really nothing else to it other than that. So, hi, babe. Yeah, I'm live streaming. Yeah. You going to bed? I'll be in bed shortly. I'm wrapping up here, actually. So, that was the missus. Personal question. Are you a millionaire from crypto trading? No, I am not. Joe, I am definitely not a millionaire from crypto trading. I'm a much better stock trader than my crypto trader, to be honest with you guys. Much better stock trader than a crypto trader. I get better leverage in stocks because I'm in the US and I can't do those good leveraged ones. Like if I could trade Binance, it'd be a whole different story. Yeah, but I do really well in the stock market. And yeah, please don't. I'm going to bed. I'm actually not even that tired. I could stay up for a while, but I do have to get to bed. I got to get up, and I got stocks in the morning. Got to get up in time. But yeah, so that was pretty good. Actually, I was kind of hoping to catch some topping action in XRP. We did that, so mission accomplished, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna bounce up, guys, or I'm gonna bounce, and yeah, we did see some topping action in XRP. If you guys, have been waiting to sell, you have an exit signal. Feel free to sell. And then look. If this thing goes sideways or puts in some really bullish action, guys, we'll cover it in the Power Hour. If you guys are interested in that, you can check out the service on my website, real-crypto.com. We live stream every day, 7 days a week for an hour a day. And we do go over lots of good information, tons of great trades. I'll answer any questions you guys have. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So anything else? Did I miss something? Someone said something about, will I get Binance? Yeah, I need to get on Binance. I'm just nervous with Binance. If I put a sizable amount into Binance, I just don't want it to get locked up. So I'm just a little nervous. I probably shouldn't be, but I don't know. It's just, I don't want to put too much money at risk. You guys remember back in the day when Bittrex was locking up people's accounts? Yeah, I got wrapped up in that with my entire account. I was fuming for like a week. Just pissed. I have videos on that still on my channel. There's still videos from back in the day on there. So is it something I should switch to rocket cars? I'm not even sure what I mean by that. Yeah, for sure, Joe. You're welcome. Yeah, for sure. Rob, I'll be on here more. Price prediction on XRP. I don't do predictions. I don't think I'm playing that game anymore. Maybe with BTC from time to time, but not with XRP. Look, XRP is amazing. It is a fantastic project. They have great use cases, but they have so much distribution through their network. And I hear that they've been like buying some on the open market. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but historically, it just pumps and dumps. It generally pumps and dumps, has huge runs and dumps down dramatically. So that's how I would trade XRP. I would pump it and let it pump and let it dump and then go on to the next one. Brand new investor. Hello, Deborah. When would be a good time to sell? Well, I don't know what you have, Deborah, and I don't know what your time frame is. So kind of hard to say. XRP, we did just have a sell signal. You're looking at least a consolidation, if not a full-blown rejection. If it does undercut I would even say the 62,630 level here, maybe even a little lower than that, maybe 56. It's likely just going to continue lower and just fail from there. But yeah, so it's like I said, I'm not sure exactly what you have in the time frame and stuff like that. It's really hard. Shaw says I sell as soon as I make a little bit of money. Don't try and time it. Trust me. I'm not sure what you mean by that. We time the market. I time the market 7 days a week. I've been doing so for 3 years, and I don't know. Talk to the Power Hour members here. Usually works pretty well. Timing, technical analysis works amazing. You just have to give it a chance. Open your mind up to the possibility that it works, and it'll work, guys. It'll work, guys. So anyway, XRP with a sell signal. Thanks for joining me, guys. Appreciate it. Ian, thanks for the super chat. That was amazing. Thanks for everybody that liked the video. For the rest of you, you're too lazy to hit a like button. Shame on you. That's what every YouTuber wants to say to you, by the way, but I'm going to say it just because why not? All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope I helped out some people. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the Power Hour. So Rob, hey, at least you can say you're too lazy. I can appreciate that. So you can type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 characters. You can type 10 characters, but you can't click the like button. There you go. Not lazy anymore. All right, guys. I like having fun with you guys. It's not fun if I can't make fun. If I can't make funny. If I'm not making fun of you, I don't like you. That's generally how it works. So, all right, everyone. Have a good night. Go to bed, especially Dawn. Dawn, just freaking go to bed, man. Monkeytron, sing him a lullaby. All right, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.